A lot of people have the Yankees in first place, I think, in their predictions. I'm still up in the air as to where they're going to land.
If they can't do it now, I don't see how any team buying and spending over $1 billion.
Favorite Adam Duvall is back in Atlanta. He has inked a one-year, $3
The Texas Rangers win the World Series! You are the new champions of the American League East.
I think that the Astros have the best pitching staff in all of baseball.
Opening day is right around the corner, and MLB teams are starting to get the flow of things after a long offseason. The Dodgers and Padres just finished their opening series in South Korea, which was amazing to see, while other teams are ironing out small details. And now, after taking a look at every team's play in spring training, what official rosters are looking like, and even seeing some teams in official action, I'll break down the teams I feel have the best chance at winning the 2024 World Series coming this October. Starting this video off, let's look at the defending champs, Texas Rangers. After winning the 2023 World Series, the Rangers didn't make a lot of moves this offseason. They've kept the core of their team intact while signing journeymen that fill specific roles. Players like Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, and Nathan Eovaldi are looking to go back-to-back, while players like David Robinson and Kirby Yates are looking to join the defending champs. They may not be the most predicted team to win the World Series, but they definitely should not be slept on. A team that has showed that they can make a step into title contention, have a great young roster, and has pitchers that can make opposing teams have a hard time. Not only keeping their same roster, they also have pitchers Max Scherzer and Jacob deGrom that were hurt during their postseason run last year. So with all their players healthy, they run out a rotation of deGrom, Scherzer, Eovaldi, Andrew Heaney, and John Gray/Dan Dunning with their dominant hitting lineup. This Texas Rangers team could be primed to go back-to-back. Next on this list, we got the Baltimore Orioles, which might be a surprise to most people. Even though they don't have the biggest market or payroll, the Orioles have done a great job at rebuilding their team through prospects and trades. Having a 100-win season last year, the Orioles are coming back with the same roster plus more all-star pitching. The Orioles made a blockbuster trade for former Cy Young winner Corbin Burnes and signed one of the best closers in the game today in Craig Kimbrell. As well as their pitching, they also could pull up former number 1 overall pick Jackson Holliday from the minors and slot him in the lineup. A team full of young stars like Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson, combined with veteran leadership, had a year to get their chemistry sorted. I know I wouldn't be surprised if I saw this team playing in October, and neither should you. Now we come across a team that made crazy moves this offseason, and that's the New York Yankees. We seem to forget that just a couple months back, the Yankees fleeced the Padres for Juan Soto and also got young star Alex Verdugo from the Red Sox. The Yankees last season finished with an above 500 record in the stacked AL East, but struggled severely with hitting, batting .227 on the season, which was second worst in the league. With these new additions, it's definitely going to improve their hitting this coming season, having Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, the development of Anthony Volpe, and so many more players that are going to make an impact. As for their pitching, the Yankees felt confident in keeping their staff and didn't feel like they needed to make any moves, and I kinda agree. They have a solid rotation that consists of Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Nestor Cortez, and Marcus Stroman, with an increased bullpen that includes Tommy Kahnle, Caleb Ferguson, and Clay Holmes. The only problem that the Yankees are going to deal with is injuries, but if they can have a healthy lineup going into the postseason, I can see them going for championship number 28. Next, we come to a team that seems to always be in title contention, no matter what players we see on their team, and that's the Houston Astros. Since 2017, the Astros have dominated the American League, making the ALCS each year and reaching the World Series 4 times in 7 years. They've kept their core intact this whole time, having guys like Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, and Justin Verlander these past 7 years, while bringing up guys from the minors like Jeremy Pena and Framber Valdez to continue their AL dominance. But this year, not only did they keep their team together, they also addressed one of their biggest needs in free agency by adding Josh Hader to their bullpen. Adding arguably the best closer to one of the most successful teams this decade is going to be hard for any team to beat the Astros this season. The Atlanta Braves had an incredible season last year, led by the 2023 MVP Ronald Acuna Jr. They finished with the best record in the league with 104 wins, led the league with 8 All-Star selections, and were expected to wipe the floor with every team in the postseason. Although they disappointed in the playoffs, they're running the same roster plus some key additions. They're rocking the same rotation led by Max Fried, Spencer Strider, and Charlie Morton, plus Chris Sale from the Red Sox. They're running the same position players led by Acuna, Matt Olson, and Austin Riley, plus Jared Kelenic from the Mariners. I like that the Braves didn't make any drastic changes because they know they have the talent to go all the way. Rocking with the same team as last year, I can't wait to watch them this season. Now we come to the last team in this video, and we'll talk about the betting favorite for the winner of the World Series, and that's the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers made drastic changes to their roster, signing Japanese superstars Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Not only those two, they also acquired Tyler Glasnow, Teoscar Hernandez, and are getting Gavin Lux back this season after he tore his ACL in spring training last year. The Dodgers now consist of a big three of Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman leading their team, while being backed by Will Smith, Max Muncy, and dominant pitching. Their rotation healthy looks like Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw, and Bobby Miller. This team looks to be very dominant this season, but we'll see what happens. Chemistry has been an issue these past few seasons, so it might take a while for this team to gel together. Outside of that, this team is primed to set records this season. Now, after looking at the teams we feel are most likely to contend, let's predict what team wins the World Series. The past World Series winners have had all these characteristics: a rotation that consists of at least 3 great pitchers, a lineup that consists of young stars combined with experienced veterans, and a bullpen that is lights out at the end of games. The teams that I feel do not have these characteristics are the Dodgers, Orioles, and Yankees. All of these teams are missing one of the key details I previously mentioned. The Dodgers and Yankees are missing that dominant bullpen that can shut out games, and the Orioles are missing some pitchers in their starting rotation that can make them dominant. That leaves us with the Rangers, Astros, and Braves. In my opinion, I think the Astros and Braves have the more dominant players, and out of those two teams, I got the Braves winning the 2024 World Series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.